They say dream big, and I wanted to build the next major professional sports league. But it all started with a tiny step. It started with a social media page. I created my first Facebook page in 2008 and posted every day.
You can check out my status, what's going on in my life.
Within weeks, my audience was growing. And I had an important realization. It's a better business strategy to build a relationship with people first. Trust comes before risk. Authenticity and passion, they drive interest and engagement. My first agent told me that the peak of my pro career was already in the rearview mirror. He said, the most recognizable and most commercial you will ever be is when you played in the national championship game in front of 50,000 people at Gillette Stadium on ESPN. I'll never forget it. And we parted ways a week later. Within several months, I had 50,000 followers on my Facebook page. That same number of people who were at Gillette Stadium earlier in May.
Obviously very active on social media. What do you think is the most impactful social media right now, the one that really hits the fans the most?
Probably my YouTube channel.
Okay.
YouTube.com/Paul Rabil.
Then I launched my camp and clinic business. So began a flywheel effect, where my on-field play led to media coverage, which led to social media growth, which led to new camp and clinic revenue. Sponsors started to take notice. And within a year, I landed my first endorsement. That call came from Under Armour. They put me in a cold gear ad with Dick's Sporting Goods, a commercial that ran on Thanksgiving Day during the NFL games that registered 50 million viewers. And I was using a lacrosse stick in the ad. They called me
the world's greatest lacrosse player. The Under Armour Cold Gear headquarters.
Campaigns with Red Bull, GoPro, Dude Perfect, and others followed.
Paul Rabil, #1 lacrosse player in the world, and it's time for lacrosse trick shot!
Bloomberg billed me lacrosse's first $1 million man. I remember feeling like I had made it. Playing professional lacrosse finally paid off. And at the same time, I realized I was one of the only ones doing it. Not only did I want my peers to share in the success of the sport, but I knew it would be good for business. That was one of the reasons why my brother Mike and I created the Premier Lacrosse League. We launched it arm in arm with 140 of the best players in the world, who received higher wages, health insurance, equity in the league, and a network partner that gave them the viewership numbers that they so desperately deserved, and a rating in 2021 to beat viewership from the College National Championship game. The truth is, when I started that Facebook page, when I landed my first endorsement, and when I won my first MLL championship, I hadn't yet conceived of the PLL. And therein lies one of the profound lessons in life. Most things of magnitude start small. Interviewing the great minds of his time and studying Nobel Prize winners, the mathematician Richard Hamming said that to do great work, you have to plant little acorns from which the mighty oak trees grow. Don't wait for all the stars to align. Take your first shot. Plant your little acorn.